Cardi B breaks down after Stefon Diggs' stunning wedding proposal, the moment that left the world in tears. In a moment that fans are already calling the most emotional celebrity proposal of the decade, Cardi B completely broke down in uncontrollable tears after Stefon Diggs stunned her with a jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, fairy tale wedding proposal that no one, not even Cardi herself, saw coming. What was supposed to be a quiet, intimate evening turned into a global spectacle of love, vulnerability, and overwhelming emotion as Diggs poured his heart out in front of family, friends, and millions of stunned onlookers. Rose a night she thought was just dinner. Cardi had been told that evening was nothing more than a romantic dinner date to celebrate their journey as a couple. She arrived dressed in an elegant rose gold gown, completely unaware that the entire venue had been transformed into a dreamlike wonderland of floating candles, soft violin music, and thousands of red and white roses spelling out the words, "Forever with you, Cardi." As she stepped inside, Cardi froze. Her hands began to tremble. Her smile weakened. And before she could even process what was happening, she saw Stefon Diggs standing at the center of the room, dressed in a perfectly tailored black suit, his eyes glassy, his hands shaking just as much as hers. Crying face, "You saved me without knowing you were doing it." With slow steps, Diggs walked toward her, taking her hands into his as tears filled his eyes. "My love," he began, his voice cracking. "Before you, I didn't believe in soulmates. I didn't believe in timing. I didn't believe that someone could love me for the man I truly am." Cardi's face crumbled. Tears began rolling down her cheeks even before he finished speaking. "You came into my life when I didn't even know I needed healing. You brought peace to my chaos. You made me believe in forever. And today, I'm standing here to promise you that I will choose you every single day, in storms, in peace, in pain, and in joy." He slowly lowered himself onto one knee. The room went silent. Cardi gasped in shock. Her hands flew to her mouth as she whispered, "Oh my God. Stef, no way. Gemstone, the ring that stopped time." Diggs opened a velvet box revealing a massive custom diamond ring, designed specifically to reflect Cardi's bold personality, icy brilliance surrounded by diamonds shaped like tiny crowns, symbolizing her status as a queen in his life. "Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar," he said softly. "Will you marry me and be my forever, my wife, my partner, my queen?" At that moment, Cardi completely collapsed into tears, sobbing so hard that her knees nearly buckled. Guests could be heard crying as camera flashes filled the room. Loudly crying face Cardi's emotional breakdown. Between broken sobs she cried, "I've been hurt. I felt broken. I felt like love wasn't real, but you came and showed me what love really is. You didn't just love me, you protected me, respected me, and believed in me." She threw her arms around him, shaking with emotion. "Yes. Yes. I'll marry you." The room erupted in cheers. Applause. Tears. Joy. Champagne flying through the air as Diggs slipped the ring onto her finger and kissed her trembling hand. Revolving hearts, a kiss that signaled a new beginning. As they embraced, Cardi whispered through tears, "You didn't just propose, you healed my heart." Stefon pulled her close and kissed her forehead, whispering, "Forever starts now." The two shared a long, passionate kiss as confetti rained down and their loved ones surrounded them in celebration. Glowing Star fans go wild. Within minutes, social media exploded. "Love is real again," loudly crying face ring. "Cardi deserves this happiness. Stef Diggs just gave us a real-life fairy tale." Hashtags like hashtag Cardi and Stef forever, hashtag the proposal, and hashtag love wins trended worldwide as fans replayed the emotional scene again and again. Baby medium skin tone, what's next? Sources close to the couple hint at a luxury destination wedding, possibly in Paris or the Maldives, with whispers of a royal-themed ceremony and a guest list full of A-list celebrities. But for Cardi and Stef, the night wasn't about fame. It was about love, healing, And a promise that no matter what the world throws at them, they'll face it together. Broken heart from tears of pain to tears of joy. Once broken, once scarred, once unsure, Cardi B now stood as a woman reclaimed by love, embraced by the man who dared to kneel before her heart and promise a lifetime. And as she looked down at her ring, still crying softly, she whispered one final truth. I'm not scared anymore. I'm yours. Cardi B breaks down after Stef Diggs' stunning wedding proposal, a moment that left fans in absolute shock. It was supposed to be just another glamorous night, a private celebration far from the chaos of flashing cameras and screaming fans. But no one, and definitely not Cardi B herself, could have imagined that this night would turn into one of the most emotional and unforgettable moments of her entire life. The sky was painted in deep shades of purple and gold as the sun dipped behind the horizon, casting a warm glow over an exclusive oceanfront villa. Soft string lights swayed in the breeze, live violins played a slow romantic melody, and the gentle sound of waves crashing against the shore created a cinematic backdrop straight out of a fairy tale. Cardi arrived thinking it was just a romantic dinner date that Stef Diggs had carefully planned, something sweet and intimate like the countless gestures he had made since stepping into her life. But this time, it was different. Very different. Stef Diggs had been acting nervous all day, unusually quiet, checking his phone every few minutes, pacing under the pretense of handling business calls. Cardi noticed, of course. She teased him in her playful way, laughing, "Why you acting like you about to play the Super Bowl or something?" He only smiled, brushing it off, but his eyes revealed everything: fear, excitement, anticipation, and a depth of emotion that couldn't be hidden. As they stepped onto a candlelit walkway lined with roses, Cardi gasped. The entire setting was transformed into a sea of red petals, glowing lanterns, and a beautifully decorated table overlooking the moonlit ocean. Her hand instinctively covered her mouth. "Stef, what is all this?" she whispered, already feeling her heart race. He gently took her hand, his voice trembling slightly. "Cardi. I just wanted tonight to be special. Not just special, unforgettable." They sat down, but Cardi could barely focus on the food. Her intuition was screaming that something big was coming. Every heartbeat felt louder. Every second felt heavier. Then, suddenly, the music stopped. Stef stood up. The world seemed to freeze. Cardi looked up at him, confused, her long lashes fluttering as she tried to read his face. "Stef, what you doing?" she asked softly, half laughing, half nervous. He walked around the table, standing directly in front of her as the lights dimmed further, leaving only a soft spotlight shimmering over them. The ocean breeze danced through her hair, but she didn't move. She couldn't. Then, slowly, he dropped to one knee. A collective gasp echoed from the hidden guests, close friends and family who had been discreetly watching from a distance, waiting for this exact moment. Cardi froze. Her eyes widened. Her lips parted. Her hands began to shake. "Cardi B. Belcalis," Stef began, his voice thick with emotion, "you came into my life when I wasn't even looking for love, and somehow you became everything. You challenged me, inspired me, healed parts of me I didn't even know were broken. You made me believe in something real again." His eyes glistened as he opened a velvet box, revealing a breathtaking diamond ring that sparkled like 1,000 stars. "I don't want a life where you're not by my side. I don't want temporary. I don't want just moments. I want forever. I want morning arguments and midnight laughs. I want kids, chaos, love, and loyalty, all with you." His voice cracked completely. "Cardi, will you marry me?" Silence. A single tear rolled down Cardi's cheek. Then another. Then she broke. Her hands flew to her face as she sobbed uncontrollably, overwhelmed by the weight of the moment. Her shoulders trembled, her makeup smudging as raw emotion consumed her. This wasn't the loud, unbothered Cardi the world knew, this was vulnerability, pure and unfiltered. "You serious right now?" she choked out through tears, standing up and pulling him halfway from the ground. "I've never been more serious in my life," he whispered. She wiped her tears, looking at the ring again, then at his eyes, then back at the ring, as if trying to convince herself it was real. "I done been through so much heartbreak, pain, betrayal," she cried. "I ain't think love like this was still real." Stef cupped her face gently. "It is. And I'm proving it." Her voice broke again as she finally uttered the words the entire world was waiting for. "Yes. Yes, I'll marry you." The crowd erupted. Applause. Cheers. Tears. Fireworks instantly lit up the night sky, exploding into dazzling colors as Stefan slid the ring onto her finger. He stood and pulled her into his arms, spinning her around as she cried against his chest. Overwhelmed with happiness. "I'm really your fiancé now," she laughed through tears. "And you're really my future wife," he replied, kissing her forehead. The proposal quickly went viral as leaked footage began circulating online. Fans went wild. Twitter exploded. Instagram flooded with emotional reactions. "Love is real again," trended worldwide within minutes. But in that moment, none of that mattered. It was just Cardi and Stef, locked in a tearful embrace beneath a sky full of fireworks, surrounded by love, music, and the promise of forever. A proposal so stunning, even Cardi B couldn't hold back her tears. And for once, neither could the world.
묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주 행비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 난 하늘을 보고 쳐다